Does Sigourney Weaver know how to smile? Has anyone ever mistakenly called Jimmy Buffett Jimmy Buffet? Why is Sarah McLachlan always surrounded by candles? Is it the meal that's supposed to be happy, or the kids eating it? After all, the box usually has a big smile on it. Maybe it's supposed to be infectious. Like, I'm a meal that's supposed to make you happy, and I'm being happy because somebody once told me that if you put a smile on your face, it can make another person's whole day. But I'm really just faking it, thinking all about you and not at all about myself, because if I started thinking about me, that smile would incrementally turn upside down. After all, I'm a cardboard box with a bunch of food inside it that's about to be eaten, a toy I'll never get to play with, and I'm gonna be discarded as soon as the kid is done eating the meal, and maybe possibly, if I'm really lucky, he'll get out some crayons and do the stupid easy puzzles on my side whenever he's done. How did Batman get that dinosaur into the Batcave without anybody seeing him? Did he have to disassemble it into smaller pieces, drive them one by one in the Batmobile all discreet-like, hide them in secret places until he got them home, and then have Alfred put the whole thing back together? Did he write Alfred instructions? And is sneaking enormous trophies to commemorate his adventures really the best use of Batman's stealthy skills? How long will it be before somebody inevitably remakes Silence of the Lambs, or The Matrix, or Citizen Kane? And will I manage not to hurl myself off some really high scaffolding when that happens? How come people don't play pinball machines anymore? Has anyone ever gotten so sucked into the game of life, like the board game, that they lost touch with reality? Like, lost themselves like they were playing World of Warcraft, spinning that buzzy wheel forever and ever, and seeing very distinct faces when they look at their blue plastic peg husband or wife and their 4 blue plastic peg kids? I wonder if that's ever happened. Why does Honda have a car called the Prelude? What is it a prelude to? The next better, more expensive car made by Honda that automatically denotes a more important stature than somebody who drives a car that literally means a thing that's building towards something else, presumably something you'd rather be driving? I know a couple who between them own 2 Honda Preludes. What does that even mean? Do they cancel each other out? If you have 2 Honda Preludes, do they combine to make one reasonably nifty automobile? Or are they both just waiting for something? And what would the Honda epilogue be? The last car you ever buy? Like, you have a terminal illness and you know you only have days to live, but you have stuff to mail at the post office, and your last car was a Prelude with a broken transmission, so it would cost you a lot less to just buy a new car, and that's the car that says, I'm all done now, just one more place to go? The Prelude's kind of small. You're on your way to something bigger and better. So what's the epilogue? A hearse? Or is the epilogue the car you're in after you're dead, because it's not the final chapter, it's the thing that happens after the resolution? There should be a car called the denouement. Honda has lots of weird names for cars. The Honda Accord. What, you made a deal with your car? Is the Accord a sentient being that makes a written agreement with you that allows you to drive it? What's the Eclipse? A car that blocks out the sun? The Honda Pilot. Aren't you the pilot? The Honda Fit, does it work out? The Honda Civic, is it a productive, law-abiding member of society? The Honda Insight, does it quote Confucius? Are Cyclopses generally offended by Monsters University because of its portrayal of one-eyed creatures as grossly unterrifying? And do any of them drive a Honda Odyssey? Has anyone ever played the numbers on the back of a fortune cookie fortune and won the lottery? Does it make sense for 45-year-old men to still call themselves the new kids on the block? Why isn't Prince referred to officially as the artist formerly known as the artist formerly known as Prince? Why do old video game systems share their bit rates with big gulp sizes? 32, 64? There should have been an add-on in the 90s where you could take a 16-inch cup, put this clunky, bulky adapter on top of it, and have 32 ounces. It would have been called the Big Gulp 32X. Is there a single person in the history of the world whose middle name is Banana Nana Fofana? Why do murder mystery shows have the catchiest theme songs? Has anyone ever made an edible pie graph?